It'll be 1 to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Greg Biffle joins us now. If you have questions for Greg, please raise your name, and Dennis will get the microphone for you. State your name and affiliation as a courtesy. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, Greg, David Newton, ESPN.com. You see all driver combinations in the garage and how good the teams are. What do you think of Stewart and Ryan Newman as teammates for next season?
Well, I think it'll be. I think it'll be a good combination. They're both. They both proved on the racetrack and in the garage area that they're, competitive guys, competitive drivers, and can get their race cars figured out. Ryan's a heck of a qualifier, and a racer. So is Tony. So I think it'll make a good combination. They'll both bring a lot of information to the table, I think, and both bring a lot of good people, and being in the equipment that they're going to be in. Being that Hendricks power and chassis and whatnot, information server and whatnot, I think that they're going to be in great shape. I think they'll run really well. Yeah, I mean, that's the same thing I face. We create an alliance, and when we have to race the 28 and the 38, those cars running very well now. Travis and the other guy, I always forget, David. Travis and David, we were just talking about them. They're gonna face the same thing. They're gonna help technically Tony and Ryan, and they have to race against them on Sundays. So that's something that we all have to do in the sport to help the manufacturer, to help Ford, and to help progression.
Okay.
Wolfgang Munzel from Germany. Greg, we talked here earlier about saving fuel. Is there any room left in the NASCAR engine regulation that you can make development in the engine, like it is now the fact in Europe, to get the same horsepower, to keep the same horsepower, and also to save fuel in the race?
Yes, we've been working really hard at that. We've worked harder, I think, at the road courses, because the road courses are so important. And last weekend it proved that maybe Watkins Glen is not as important as Sears Point because of the track size and the fuel consumption and the amount of laps. Always Sonoma seems to be a fuel mileage race. Who can get on pit road first and get track position at Sonoma? That tends to be the key. And so we've worked really, really hard. We work hard on oval track fuel mileage, but not every race is a fuel mileage race. It certainly can be, but we know that Sonoma is a fuel mileage race. So going there, showing up, and we don't know that Michigan's going to be one. It could be a caution with 18 laps to go. Everybody comes and gets 4 tires, and that's kind of out the window. But we do try and balance the power and how much fuel mileage we can get all the time. We're always balancing that out, and I think our engine shop and all the guys that work on that stuff have done a great job. Our fuel mileage is incredibly better at road racing, and that's spilled over into our oval track as well.
Go ahead there in the blue shirt, then we'll go Brian and the gentleman over here in the dark blue shirt.
Greg, Bill Kim, NASCAR.com. Kind of a quick two-part question. Roush always been successful at this track. You've definitely been successful here as well, but the last 3 races have kind of been tough for you. Have you figured out what's happened there as far as those past 3 races, and anything you can change? And then secondly, being 10th in points, do you feel like, not necessarily a sense of desperation, but that you really need a good run here?
Yeah, I mean, a little both. One thing is the last races here, of course, last time here we're running 3rd and 4th, and got the air hose caught on the splitter. So unfortunately, the results on the piece of paper show that we finished 21st or so, 20th. That's certainly not where we ran all day. So we feel good about this weekend getting a good run here, a good solid run. We feel like this is a good opportunity for us. And I wouldn't say desperation, but we know where we're at in the points. We know that we need to finish 10th or better, in these next 4 events, or we've been saying that for the last 6. We know if we do 10th or better, we're going to be, we're going to technically lock ourselves in because we feel like those are good enough finishes. Certainly, we want to win, get in the top 5. That's the focus we have, but we feel the urgency to be in the top 10 for sure.
Greg, Brian Nelson with MRN Radio, and I know last time we came to MIS, you guys went over to Ford headquarters and talked with them, and a lot of that had to do with the economy and how it impacted Ford. From a manufacturer's relationship with Roush and with the sport as a whole, how important is manufacturer support, and do you think there's, in the next few years, any chance that they may have to pull away?
I think that the support from the manufacturers is really important, especially Ford. Ford supports our programs very well, 100%, technology-based and where we're going, where the sport's going in the future. So they're very active in that. They also realize that the NASCAR community is a large part of their customer base, and they want to be involved in this sport. They know that this sport and this exposure with their product helps them sell cars and helps them solidify themselves in as one of the major players in the automotive market, and they're not going to leave this market because they sell so many vehicles and they get so much support from race fans. And Ford, to be quite honest with you, they're really coming with a really strong, smaller car lineup, and fuel mileage based cars. I think that you're going to see them emerge, better. They're producing better vehicles than Honda and Toyota right now, and just as soon as the population figures that out, I think that they're going to really be strong. They put a lot of stock in the Ford truck, the F-Series truck. They had forever, and that's been their stronghold. And they've committed that technology into the small cars, and it's really been surprising what they've been able to develop.
Go ahead.